Hello everybody. While visiting one of the most interesting hangars of Teugen Airport, I talked airplanes with Goof Bakker, the owner of the hangar, and Erik Brouwer, a technical pilot at Cirrus in the Netherlands. Because Goof and I needed an excuse to fly together anyway, to some arbitrary destination, Erik invited us to visit Cirrus at the Eelde airport. I promised Goof a ride in my RV7, so we might as well fly to Eelde and check out Erik's day job, working at Cirrus. Talking about dream jobs, that's probably in my top 5 list of things I will never accomplish. In this video I want to share what Goof and I learned from Erik in Eelde at General Enterprises, which is the company that does all the maintenance of Cirrus aircrafts in the Netherlands. Although I really like the Cirrus aircrafts, they are way above my budget. Unless I win a lottery, I will never own one. However, I'm still very excited to fly to Eelde to see the beautiful airplanes from Cirrus. During this flight I showed Goof the capabilities of the RV7. And yes, those are Bose flip-flops. Because why would you wear shoes if you can wear flip-flops on a beautiful summer day? Just after takeoff you can see on the AMS that the oil temperature has risen to 90 degrees centigrade on the top right of the AMS. And the manifold temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. That's just 8 degrees higher than the outside air temperature. This is the result of my earlier improvement, using cool air instead of sucking air from under the cowl. Especially in summer it's great to let the engine breathe cool air. Most pictures were taken by Goof, since he was a pro in that area in his previous life. Here's a selfie, and considering my, let's call it, focus look, it was probably somewhere on final at Eelde. Eelde is a controlled airfield in the northern east part of the Netherlands. It has a huge runway and I've only been there once before, during my pilot training. Besides the flight plan that is required when you are visiting a controlled airport in the Netherlands, most of the time the landing fees are quite steep. However, I had a discount voucher, so that was handy. Later I found that when leaving a controlled airport in the Netherlands, while providing no service at all, Eurocontrol in Brussels also sends an invoice. Note to self, avoid controlled airports in the Netherlands. After arrival, I parked my RV at the apron between General Enterprises and the KLM Flight Academy. Everywhere we looked, there were Cirruses parked, waiting for maintenance. We learned from Erik that some suppliers still have issues delivering parts, and the indoor airplane parking of Cirrus is limited, although they have several big hangars. The building to the right was the first building of General Enterprises, and that's where they started as the main Cirrus maintenance facility in Europe. The new building is on the outside perimeter of the airport and it looks marvelous. Besides hangar space, it also has office spaces and instruction rooms. Both Goof and Erik are part of the post-bellum team that flies a beautiful O2, which did service in Vietnam. The part of the hangar we are standing in now is a special area that is used when a new Cirrus owner gets his or her airplane, hence the black drapes in the back. Cirrus, American as they are, makes a complete show of revealing the new Cirrus to its owner. All Cirruses have 6-cylinder IO 550 engines. This is the non-turbo version and it looks really clean. There's no plenum over the engine and the whole area is sealed to the top of the cowl for cooling. I think the air intakes are 3D printed. This one here is a turbo version with intercooler. You can see the turbo on the bottom left and the intercooler next to the cylinders. Turns out you really need to cool the air that is compressed by the turbo, or else you will lose a lot of gains made by the turbo because the air temperature is too high. According to Erik, Cirrus has decided to limit the number of engine configurations to just 3, the jet not included. One of the Cirrus maintenance tasks General Enterprises excels in is installing a new chute and rocket. There are only a few maintenance companies worldwide who can do that. We saw Cirruses from all over the world to get the BRS chute renewed. Here is the inspection hatch to check the ELT and the BRS chute. Apparently they need to be replaced every 10 years. This is the top view. For the old Cirruses, this hatch is created by cutting part of the fuselage. Newer models have a removable hatch. The rocket is removed for replacement and you can see the ring attached to the chute that needs to be mounted around the rocket. Here you can see all the removed fuselage parts that must be reinserted after the rocket and chute have been replaced. General Enterprises also do engine overhauls. What really stood out to me was the clean environment in which maintenance is done. Everything is clean and there's no tools laying around. I think it's even tighter than my simple hangar. And then there is a jet, of course, a really beautiful airplane. This one is repatriated from Ukraine when the war broke out. The owner didn't want to gamble with his Cirrus jet. It's a brand new Cirrus jet and the cockpit looks awesome. And there's no scratch or anything. In one of the other hangars they are upgrading the avionics. The old steam gauges panel is stripped and a new glass panel is installed, complete with top-notch avionics. However, it looks really full bar if you see the plane halfway the upgrade. The excursion ended by Erik showing me around in the demo plane. This was the first time actually sitting in a Cirrus, and I hope I can fly it someday. I want to thank Erik for his time showing Goof and me around in the Cirrus hangars. It was really a treat. Okay, continuing, flying my pie in the sky.
Papa November X-ray, the first right, via Bravo to General Enterprise.
Dit is een wieltje, hoor je dat? Dat is met elkaar eigenlijk, zeg maar.
First right, Mike November X-ray. Papa November X-ray, expedite skating, there's traffic behind.